Okay guys, so let me do a quick review or the trade recap for today's trade that I took on SPX. So let's get into it. First, we have the economic calendar here. It's Monday and we have 10 a.m. news, so I was only going to trade after these news. I did not want to get caught up in the move of the news because it would be high volatility. So let's start. From the daily time frame, we are obviously bullish. We are going up. And we have targets on the weekly time frame as well. We are obviously bullish as well here. So we inverse this weekly fair value gap. So we are looking to target next liquidity areas, which is this one and this one. And then the close of this weekly fair value gap, and not this week, maybe next week, this weekly fair value gap and this weekly buy side. So we closed really strongly above, so I'm thinking we are going to continue this to the upside. And on the daily time frame, there was no need for price to retrace into anything because we already used this daily fair value gap. We reached into it and moved up higher, and we inverse this daily fair value gap right here. So we have obvious targets to the upside. We have this and this and this. So that's my bias. We were bullish, and also the 4-hour time frame, as you can see, is bullish, and we retraced here into this order block. So I was looking for a expansion from here to the upside, taking out this high and reaching into this 4-hour fair value gap. So this was a really good trade in terms of that. We were bullish on every time frame except the 1 hour. But the reason why we were bearish on the 1 hour is because this bearish trend is actually a retrace on the 4-hour time frame. So that's all it is. Then I mark out every key level for me, which is this order block, this fair value gap right here, this buy side, this sell side right here, and then on the 1 hour time frame I do the same. This sell side because it's a swing low, this buy side, and we have a 1 hour gap right here, which was my main target, or I mean it still is, and then Asia high. Then after that you drop below the 15-minute time frame, mark out session highs, which in this case was this low right here for London low, and then London high and Asia high. Also have the day and low of the day. After that I watch price. At 9:30 we are chopping around, and some people do not trade because of this. I mean, we had some chop, yes, but that's because of news. So price is waiting for news to then expand, and here after news we have to have some time. So before news and after news, price will consolidate or do something that is not really according to the plan or to the bias, because it has to like refresh. So we have all of this consolidation right here, and with 9:30 we come down, we sweep out this low, which is the 1 hour sell side, and after that we move up. We break structure with this 5-minute candle before 10 a.m. news right here. So this is a high, and then you have the break structure right there. And after that, the 10 a.m. candle decides to go up, sweep out these liquidities, but it forms a 5-minute fair value gap. So I decided to ignore this, that it swept out these two levels, because we still have the bias on the hard time frame is always right. So yes, we swept out this liquidity and we reached into this 4-hour fair value gap. Which is the reason why maybe the TJR and Tanya trades went short. I was watching Tanya trades live while she was taking a short, I was taking a long, and then later on TJR's story I saw that he took a short and lost. So this is probably the reason why they took a short. However, I was following the hard time frame, which is obviously bullish for me, and then price swept out liquidity, break structure to the upside. We had the 10 a.m. candle, which formed the 5-minute fair value gap, and I decided to use it. So price retraced back into the 5-minute fair value gap with this candle right here, and that move was a retracement. So after that, you look for a 1-minute inverse or 1-minute break structure. In this case, you get an inverse right here, and it's not only the 1 minute, it's also a 2-minute inversion. So here's the fair value gap. Price inverses it with this candle. Same with the 1 minute. After price retraces back into this 5-minute fair value gap right here, and into this order block as well on the 5-minute. As you can see, this body of the candle was the order block, and it retraced into both of these and then gave a 1-minute inversion, which was a clear signal for me to go long. So I waited a little bit because of the news. I didn't want to enter immediately, and after price started pushing back above again, I decided to enter right there on this close right here, and then price, my stop loss was just below the 5-minute 50% of this 5-minute fair value gap that we retraced into right here. It should have been below the 5-minute fair value gap. However, I ended up getting this stop loss because the sizes were of my trade was a bit wrong, but it's still okay. This is still a good stop loss, just a bit tighter than I wanted. After that, you just wait. The targets are the close of the 4-hour fair value gap. That's the first target. I mean, the first target was the 50% of the 4-hour fair value gap. After that, you have the close of the 50 or the high of the 4-hour fair value gap, and then the next target after that is Asia high, and then the 1-hour gap 50%. So Asia high, and then Asia high overlaps with the low of the 1-hour gap, which is the target. Then 50% is a target, and then the full close is another target. And then ultimately, following the hard time frame bias, this is a trend. So we do this, retrace, and then ultimately a new high is formed. Yeah, that's it. So after that, I just let the trade play out. I marked out these two PDRAs after it reached the 50% move and 1 to 2. That is when I set my stop loss to break even, because I did not want to see price come back below these two PDRAs right here, which is why I put my stop to break even. Then price started going up and marked out another 5-minute fair value gap that it formed, and from there we used it to go hit to take profit. So that's it for today's trade. We banked a nice 3.16%, and it's right here. This is the trade. No, this one. This is the trade. And we are up on the account, which is nice. I'm doing really good on indices. If I end this week profitable, that'll be my 4th week in a row that I'm profitable. So that's really nice. I'm looking to keep the streak and keep executing my setup. I have to admit, it was hard seeing tiny trades taking a short right before I was going to take a long, but I followed my plan, and that's the hard part about it. I was disciplined enough to trade against someone who is way better than me in trading, or proved it. She proved that she's better. She took a lot of payouts and she's profitable clearly. So yeah, I still follow my plan, which is very nice. I'm really grateful for this opportunity and for this trade. So yeah, that's about it for this trade. On NQ, I didn't see the same things, which is why I stuck to S&P. I didn't see the sweep of the low right here, which is why I didn't execute any trades. If you look at it, this is actually an SMT, I think, maybe. Let's check it out. That's a bonus confirmation as well. So this, let me open like this, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we have an SMT right here. So this low, so from here to here, we have an SMT. So we have the high here and lower low right here. So yeah, another confluence that you could have used, but I do not use SMTs that often. This is all for today's trade. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned something new and benefited from this video. That's why I do it, and also to journal my trades. So yeah, thank you for watching.